What if I told you one of hip-hop's richest moguls doesn't live in the Hollywood Hills, doesn't show off gold ceilings or infinity pools on TikTok, but calls a grand French-style brick mansion in uptown New Orleans home? Behind wrought iron gates shaded by olive trees and palms lies a place of Calliope marble countertops, a spiral staircase, rose gardens, and a heated garage for Rolls-Royces. This isn't just a mansion. It's a fortress built by a man who turned a $10,000 inheritance into a $200 million empire. This is Master P. Percy Miller, the story of a kid from the Calliope Projects who became a hip-hop legend and business powerhouse. Born into a cramped apartment with his siblings, Percy watched survival become an art form. 3 of his brothers would also rise to platinum-selling fame, but first they had to make it out alive. School, sirens, and poverty shaped his early years, but he found escape on the basketball court. A scholarship to the University of Houston hinted at a future in sports, but life had a different plan. Moving to Oakland, Percy studied business at Merritt College. Then tragedy struck. The death of his grandfather left him $10,000. Most would spend it. Percy invested it. He opened a tiny record shop in Richmond, California. No limit records and tapes. Just cassettes and a dream too big for the room. From those humble beginnings, Master P built a legacy of music, money, and family, proving that vision and hustle can turn even the smallest spark into a roaring empire. Master P didn't just sell mixtapes, he studied them. He watched what people bought, listened not just to music, but to the minds of his audience. In 1990, he dropped his first cassette-only project, Mind of a Psychopath, with his brothers under the group name Taru. Raw, street, unapologetic. It was more than music. It was a signal. A new voice had arrived, not from Manhattan, but from the dirt courts of New Orleans. That same year, tragedy struck again. His brother Kevin was murdered. Percy didn't break. He used it. Every loss fueled the grind. Between 1991 and 1997, he became unstoppable, releasing albums like Getaway Clean, 99 Ways to Die, Ghetto D, and Mr. Ice Cream Man, blurring the line between street hustle and business savvy. In 1997, he struck a game-changing deal with Priority Records. 100% ownership of his masters, 85% of profits, leaving only 15% to the distributor. Revolutionary. Ghetto D sold 260,000 copies in its first week. MP De Last Don sold 400,000 and hit #1 on Billboard. Then he turned music into movies, artists into characters, and albums into franchises. From a small record store in Richmond, California, Master P built an empire. Pain into purpose, projects into platinum. Today, that empire lives on Audubon Boulevard, in a 2-story French-style brick mansion, worth millions, yet priceless to the man who earned it all from scratch. Behind wrought iron gates, amid palms and olive trees, the house whispers one thing. This is not the home of someone lucky. This is the home of someone relentless. This is the home of a man who earned every inch of it. Sprawling across more than half an acre on a commanding corner lot, the property feels more like a private park than a yard, lined with palms, olive groves, citrus trees, and rose gardens. The circular driveway sets the stage, leading to a 3-car garage that's not just heated, but fully air-conditioned. Because when you park supercars and Phantoms, perfection is non-negotiable. Step through the handcrafted doors, and a 22-foot marble foyer opens up under a skylight, flooding the space with natural light. The floating staircase winds upward like a symbol of Master P's journey, from the ground floor of life to the heights of success. The living room, bathed in sunlight, anchors the home with custom bookcases and limestone floors. A second kitchen opens to a covered veranda, perfect for evenings of music, wine, and family under New Orleans skies. The main kitchen dazzles with Calliope marble, hand-painted tile murals, Sub-Zero and Wolf appliances, and a skylight that pulls in the day. Nearby, the home office, with Venetian plaster walls, a fireplace, and French doors opening to manicured gardens, is made for strategy. Upstairs, the primary suite offers dual bathrooms, walk-in dressing rooms, and a balcony overlooking the pool and gardens. Guest bedrooms, a gym, and a second office complete the upper level. Outside, a resort-style pool, water fountain, and shaded privacy hedges create a true retreat. Every detail, Copper gutters, slate roof, artful lighting, full generator, whispers purpose. This mansion isn't just luxury, it's proof. Proof that grind, vision, and resilience pay off. And yes, there's another one. And then there's the California Mansion, a place where business meets the West Coast dream. You can take the man out of New Orleans, but when you're worth over $200 million, one home isn't enough. While his Louisiana estate tells a story of roots and legacy, this Los Angeles mansion speaks of ambition, expansion, and vision. Set in one of California's most exclusive neighborhoods, the European-inspired facade rises with Roman columns, symmetrical windows, and a roofline that slices clean against the sky. Behind towering hedges, swaying palms, and a sprawling pool lies privacy, not showmanship, a place to build, create, and plan. Step through the arched double doors, and natural light floods an open floor plan with cathedral ceilings. Polished hardwood and custom stone floors balance earth tones and crisp whites, radiating calm confidence. To the left, a formal living room of chrome and leather. To the right, a sleek granite kitchen, not just for cooking, but for strategizing new ventures over late-night coffee. Down the hall, a private theater and a fully equipped gym complement the upstairs primary suite, a boutique-style retreat with spa bathroom, walk-in closet, and balcony. Guest rooms, staff quarters, and collaboration spaces ensure both family and business thrive. Outside, a blue water pool, tropical landscaping, and a built-in barbecue turn every day into a private getaway. This isn't just wealth, it's vision. From the grit of New Orleans to the glamour of Los Angeles, Master P's two homes reflect one truth. You can honor where you came from while building everything you've ever imagined. When Master P pulls out of either mansion, it's always behind the wheel of something extraordinary. Some collect art, some collect watches. He collects power on four wheels. His garage isn't just storage, it's a museum of ambition, a rolling testament to how far he's come. The Rolls-Royce Phantom drophead coupe, white chrome grille glinting in the sun, is the crown jewel. 6.75-liter V12, 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. Price tag? Around $450,000. But for Master P, it's respect, presence, and quiet authority in one sleek package. The Hummer H1? Rugged, raw, military grade. 16 inches of clearance, over 2 feet of water capability. It's a statement. I didn't just survive the streets, I conquered them. No Limit Records wasn't a label. It was a movement, and this H1 drove the charge. Ferrari 355 Spider, Italian drama in Rosso Corsa, 3.5-liter V8, 375 horsepower, 183 miles per hour. One of his first supercars, bought after Ghetto D, driving it through his old neighborhood wasn't flex. It was proof that success could be visible, attainable. And then there's the Trion Nemesis R, 2,000 horsepower, $1.2 million, hypercar status. Rare, bold, unapologetic. Just like Master P, each car tells a story. Mixtapes from his trunk, empire building, triumph over obstacles. But what fuels a garage like this? What finances such ambition? The answer, $200 million and a blueprint crafted not in boardrooms, but in a small Richmond record store where a revolutionary idea turned vision into empire. Own everything. In 1997, Master P signed a distribution deal with Priority Records that changed the game. While most artists gave up their masters and royalties, he kept 100% ownership and took home 85% of the profits. Priority got just 15%. That single deal pulled in tens of millions during No Limit's peak. By 1998, Black Enterprise reported No Limit Enterprises earned $110 million in a year. Let that sink in. A rapper from the projects out-earning Fortune 500 companies. How? He understood the rules and played the long game. Then he diversified. No Limit Records became No Limit Films. Music videos turned into feature films. I'm Bout It, Hot Boys, each project promoting the other. Later, he produced for Nickelodeon, starring his kids in shows like Romeo and How to Rock, turning content into capital. Master P didn't stop there. No Limit Sports Management represented NFL star Ricky Williams, with a contract that made ESPN headlines. Some criticized it, but it proved one thing. He wasn't afraid to step into spaces no rapper had entered before. Through PM Properties, he owns over 100 real estate assets across the U.S. Luxury homes, community investments, quiet, appreciating power. He doesn't just rent penthouses, he owns neighborhoods. So what does $200 million really mean? Discipline, vision, ownership. A decade ahead of the industry. Even when the charts cooled, the bank account didn't. Multi-million-dollar estates, rare hypercars, and a legacy of independence now stand as proof. But the most remarkable part? What he's chosen to do with it, shaping the future of hip-hop and leaving a blueprint few will ever match. For all the gold ceilings and marble floors, Master P never forgot where he came from, and he never stopped giving back. What happens when a man who started with nothing finally has everything? Does he forget? Move on? Not Master P. Alongside growing wealth came growing responsibility. It didn't begin with headlines or red carpets. It began with loss. When his brother Kevin was killed in 1990, Percy Miller made a quiet promise to protect those who couldn't protect themselves, to lift others the way no one lifted him. That promise became his purpose. He founded P. Miller Youth Centers in underserved communities, not just after-school spaces, but safe havens with mentorship, sports, life coaching, and business programs. Kids from the Calliope Projects, Memphis, Louisville, anywhere, could see someone believed in them because he remembered what it felt like when no one did. Through the P. Miller Food Foundation, he tackled hunger and homelessness, organizing food drives, handing out meals personally, and showing that charity is about presence, not performance. Recognition came, but it was never the goal. The mayor of Memphis gave him the key to the city in 2005. In 2010, Congresswoman Maxine Waters honored him and his son, Romeo, for lifting Black communities. But the true reward came in moments no cameras captured. A mother hugging him after a concert fundraiser, a student telling him his music paid for their school books. For Master P, giving back wasn't an act. It was a legacy, built the way he built everything else, from the ground up. Master P has consistently turned personal tragedy into purpose. From hosting a 2013 benefit for murder victim Andrea Arnold's children, to advocating for mental health after his daughter Tiziana's 2022 passing, he gives back even in grief. He measures success not by records sold, but by lives changed. Mentoring youth, donating meals, and quietly supporting his childhood school and churches. Behind the fame, Percy Miller is a devoted father, a man of faith, and a survivor. Guided by spirituality, he remains grounded through life's storms, proving that true legacy isn't wealth, it's the impact you leave on others. He raised 7 children with his former wife, Sonia C. Miller, including Romeo, who forged his own path in music and acting, and Symphonique, a rising star in entertainment. Though P and Sonia separated after 21 years, with legal battles that followed, Master P never lost focus on what mattered most. Family first, legacy second, and faith always. Even after his divorce, Master P stayed deeply involved in his children's lives, co-managing careers, showing up at graduations, guiding them through fame, and stepping back when they needed space. Fatherhood for him wasn't just blood, it was duty. He even helped raise his nephew after his brother Kevin's murder, proving that care and responsibility mattered more than genetics. In May 2022, tragedy struck again. His daughter Tiziana, just 29, passed away, a vibrant, creative soul gone too soon. P didn't hide from the grief. He spoke openly, not as a mogul, but as a father, using the pain to start conversations about mental health, addiction, and healing in Black communities. "We can't be afraid to ask for help," he said. "We've got to love our people back to life." Today, he splits his time between Louisiana and Los Angeles, balancing work with quiet reflection. He mentors young entrepreneurs, manages Romeo's ventures, films inspirational content, but also finds peace in long walks through gardens, evenings by the pool, and dinners with family. Legacy to him isn't what he leaves behind. It's who he lifts up while he's still here. Master P started with $10,000 and a cassette tape. Now he commands an empire worth over $200 million, 2 mansions, a fleet of exotic cars, and dozens of businesses. But what makes his story unforgettable isn't wealth or fame, it's intention. He didn't just want to make it, he wanted to change the system. From the marble foyers of New Orleans to the quiet moments of prayer, Master P's story isn't just about rising, it's about enduring. Master P didn't just master the system, he built it, shared the blueprint, and proved anyone can rise from the streets to create their own stage, their own legacy, and a life impossible to ignore.